Hey, so glad you've joined us tonight. I'm so excited to teach you tonight a little bit about cleaner, greener homes and how that is possible through some natural solutions. And we use essential oils. So, super excited that you're here, and I can't wait to share some of the details with you. So, my name is Heather Wade. I am a wife, 22 years married to my husband. I have 6 children. They range from the age of 21 down to 5. So, we've got a lot of incredibly cool chaos going on around us, and love all of the stages that we're in. And I'm so thankful that I have essential oils because there's so many different things that go on with kids and families, and weird things pop up. And I'm grateful to have some solutions right at my fingertips. So I'm going to share a few of my stories tonight and of how they have benefited our family and how they might be able to benefit you as well. So my goal tonight is to empower you with a book and a box. So a box of oils, a small box of oils, and a resource guide. You can be empowered to be a healer in your home. So tonight we're going to talk about 3 things. The first one is, what is an essential oil? Some of you may have heard about essential oils, and surprisingly, some of you have not heard much about them. Second thing is, how can you use them for a cleaner, greener lifestyle? How can we clean up the things around us for better health? And the third thing is how you can get the essential oils into your home. You have choices. So I'm going to look at the triangle on the left-hand side. We call this the more modern approach. And this is the typical approach that most of us are used to. This approach over here is designed to manage symptoms. So this is traditional, run the kids to the doctor's office. And I am a proponent of both of these. There's a time and a place for both, and they go hand in hand, but I want to show you a few of the differences. So on the modern approach, it's designed mostly to manage symptoms. Most of the time, they're giving you options to manage whatever is going on. So maybe you've got head tension from other things that are going on, and so they're going to give you something to take care of that head tension. And they spend a little bit less time on the root cause. We call this kind of the ambulance moments that, oh no, we have something that's here right now. We've got to go to the doctor's office and see how we can manage through that. And I call that a life of intervention. You go to the doctor's office and they've got to intervene with whatever's going on. Over on the right-hand side, we have more of our natural approach. This is an approach where more of the root cause is paid attention to. We want to know why that head tension is going on, right? What's causing it to go on? And they do a little bit of taking care of the symptoms, but mostly looking at the root cause. Over here on the natural approach, we're using things like essential oils that can provide support to our bodies in a natural way. They can also enhance our physical and our emotional health, and super amazing, they are safe without side effects. So I say you get all the side benefits when you use essential oils. So over here, this natural approach I call a life of intention. I like to choose options so that I have less of the ambulance moments, right? So there's a time and place for both. So watch with me this video clip. It's about 10 minutes, so plug in. Whatever you're doing, set those things aside and plug in and be present with this, because there's some really important things here. My friend Lauren Bush is, actually that's the next one, but this one is just a really quick clip, about a minute and a half long, about what essential oils are. And doTERRA does a really great way to explain that.
There are no wasted efforts in nature. The fragrance of a flower, the smell of an orange, or the scent of a pine tree all serve specific purposes vital to a plant's survival. What our senses perceive as fragrances or scents are actually volatile aromatic compounds, tiny organic molecules that serve a variety of protective, reproductive, and regenerative purposes. These compounds help ward off unfriendly pests, attract friendly herbivores and insects, and even help the plant heal from infection and physical injury. There are over 3,000 identified varieties of aromatic compounds, each with its own unique and functional chemical constituents that provide different aromas and benefits to the plants. from the petals of a flower, to the leaves of a plant, the rind of a fruit, or the resin of a tree. These volatile aromatic compounds are all around us. Distilled directly from their plant sources, essential oils are multifaceted agents that have seemingly endless applications to our health and can be used aromatically, topically, or internally. Ensuring the maximum potency and beneficial properties of an essential oil are the result of maintaining the delicate ratio of aromatic constituents found in that essential oil, all of which can vary depending on the time of day or part of the plant which is harvested, the time of year or life cycle when harvested, the geographic location, and whether where the plant was grown, or the method and even the duration of distillation. For that reason, it is vital that essential oils come from a trusted source committed to not only producing unadulterated essential oils, but to adhering to the strictest production protocols. There are no wasted efforts in nature. Neither should there be in the health care you provide for yourself and those you love.
What a great little clip that gives us kind of a full range of what essential oils are. So I'm going to dive just a little bit deeper tonight to give you a few more details in what was there, but what a great little clip just to kind of get us going and get us started there. I'm going to share my screen again. Okay, there we go. All right. So let's talk about the three things about essential oils. There's three main things, always more to share, and so I'll just do three tonight. The first one is that essential oils are natural. They come from plants and roots and bark and trees and different parts in out in nature. So you can see that top picture there is a picture, a magnified picture of a peppermint leaf. So yes, that purple over there is peppermint. And you see those white little sacs on there, that is where the essential oil is. We are able to distract or distill or extract the essential oil from the plant to use it in a similar way that a plant would use it. They use it to protect themselves from environmental threats. We, because we are organic lipid material, we can also use them in the same way. So they're very natural. Like I said before, you get all the side benefits, no side effects. The second thing is that they are very effective. They are comprised of hundreds of different compounds. They combat the threats that are all around us. So they're super effective. I want you to look at that middle picture right there. And that is an assimilation of a cell within our body. We've got millions of cells in our body. Now our cells, let's just say when we go to the doctor's office and we have something like an ear infection, right? They tell us it's a bacterial infection. And so what do they typically do? They prescribe an antibiotic, some kind of a prescription, with the idea that that prescription will circulate the cell and clean up the bacteria that is around it. When you have a viral infection of some sort, what does the doctor say? Typically, there's not really much you can do. Go home, wait it out. When I was a little kid, my mom would give me Sprite. Now I know better. We don't dump sugar into our system. But there's really not much that they can do. Here's the great news with essential oil. And especially as a mom, it was so important for me to know this, that essential oils work on a cellular level. They have molecules that are actually small enough, smaller than bacteria, that can penetrate the walls of your cell. Now, bacteria is too big, can't penetrate. Viruses are inside of your cell. So that's why an antibiotic can't typically reach it. So if they prescribed you that, it's not usually going to help. It's just going to cause more complications in your body. The essential oil can penetrate that cell wall and start attacking that virus. They can start working from the inside out to manage whatever is going on for you. So that is really good news. The third thing is that they're safe. They are safe for babies. They are safe for elderly and all age groups in between. And they are affordable. They cost pennies per dose. So if somebody at my home has ear discomfort, got kids that come to me sometimes at nighttime and say, oh, my ear does not feel good. It hurts, mom. So I pull out my lavender and my tea tree and I do a drop or two of each. I put some coconut oil in there and then I rub it around their ears. Now I like to continue that usually for 2 to 3 days just because I'm used to 10 days of antibiotic, right? So 2 or 3 days I'll do that. But typically after the first time that I rub that, I usually don't have any more complaints of any ear pain at all. How much do you think that cost me to solve that for my family? About 28 cents. It's super inexpensive and super effective. And then I didn't have to run to the doctor's office. I saved myself some time and some money, and I didn't have to do those things. I didn't have to take time off work. And when I got to the doctor's office, I didn't pick up any extra germs, didn't get anything more than I bargained for. So naturally, we have trained ourselves, and I train other people and help other people to understand that 80% of your family's needs can actually be taken care of at home. And then when you take care of 80%, there's things that we need to target. So keep in mind, that has been my numbers. And that's really the experience of most of the people that I help is we can take care of 80% of the things naturally through essential oils. So there are 3 ways to use essential oils. The first way is aromatic. Now, some people use a diffuser. You don't even have to have a diffuser for this. It is as simple as taking a drop of essential oil, like wild orange. I want you to open up your wild orange. If you've got it, some of you may have been mailed a sample or delivered a sample to it, and it's okay if you didn't, but if you've got it, pull out your wild orange and rub it in your hands. And I just want you to take a deep breath. Oh, I love that. Wild orange is so uplifting. It's incredibly helpful for uplifting my mood. It's great for my focus and my energy. It gives me a little bit more energy and it smells so great. So I just did a natural diffuser right there and I used that aromatic. Now those compounds that are in the essential oils go into your olfactory system and send those signals through your body, travel through your body, and they get to the cells that need the help. They are smart. They do the work. So aromatic is the first way. The second way is topical. Now I just put that on my hand, so I also got a topical benefit right there. And you can apply it anywhere on your body. Now we keep it out of our eyes. We don't put it in our ear canals. I typically don't put them up my nose. But otherwise, we can put them anywhere in our body. Normally, when I'm having an issue, let's say I've got some digestive stuff going on, I love to rub the essential oil right where I'm having the problems, right on my gut, right? Or if somebody falls down and scrapes themselves, I like to rub it right on location. A lot of times I like to use a carrier oil, like fractionated coconut oil, to just help that essential oil stay there on your skin and penetrate your skin at a higher level. Sometimes if I'm in a hurry, there's some of them that I don't do that to, and I just go quick. Wild orange is one of them that I can do quick with. With children, one thing is that you almost always want to dilute. And a little bit goes a long way because these essential oils are super potent because they have extreme high quality. A little goes a long way and 1 or 2 drops will do. Now, if you get 6 to 10 drops, I used to think more was better. Your body is natural and will know how to assimilate that, and it won't use what it doesn't need. But you might just as well save some pennies and only just use 1 or 2 drops at a time. Now, the third way is probably my favorite way, and I use essential oils all 3 ways, but the third way is internal. So one cool thing about our essential oils, and most of the time out in the industry, most essential oils will say not for consumption. Do not consume them. One of the reasons why is the minute they slap consumption on there, they are held to a much higher standard. So most essential oils are not held to a very high standard. Most of the time when it says 100% pure in the bottle, you've actually got a lot of synthetics packed in there. That is one of the reasons why I truly love and adore doTERRA. The expense of the money that they've gone into to third-party testing these essential oils and to putting on there that they are consumable. Most of our essential oils can be taken internally, which means they are held to a much higher standard. And you know, when they say 100% pure, that's actually what you're getting. You get what you pay for. So internally, you can put it, I've got my glass of water here. I love to, in all of my water, put a drop or two of essential oil in there, drink it down. That helps to clean out my body. You can, a lot of times, I'm just in a quick hurry, and I just take the bottle and I'll just do one drop underneath my tongue. One of the fastest ways to get it into your body. So obviously, wild orange is a great one for that. And we've got a few spice oils that you may like. Oregano, you may not want to put oregano straight underneath your tongue. I like to add that one in water for sure. So 3 powerful ways to use your essential oils. So I like to teach living a life of being empowered. Now I want you to pay attention to the shelves that I've got here. Wouldn't that be cool if your medicine cabinet looked like that? That's pretty much how my medicine cabinet looks like. But 10 years ago, it surely did not look like this. Now, on the bottom shelf, these are the items that we pay attention to be healthy with daily habits. I want you guys to imagine that you are a car. Now, with a car, we must have gas in our tank in order to go anywhere, right? It's the same with our bodies. And those bottom shelf things are really the gas in our tank. It's what gives us our energy to move forward and go do the things that we love to do. So being healthy with daily habits. The second shelf we call Be Refreshed with Self-Care. And the importance here is, as we first, on the bottom shelf, are taking care of our bodies, putting gas in our tank, we want to drive our car to get the spark plugs changed, to get the oil filter changed. If we don't have gas, we can't get there to get our filters changed, right? That middle shelf is cleaning out our filters. All around us are toxins. And most of the products that we use in our homes, if you haven't gone through clean stuff like this yet, have a lot of toxins and synthetics that are compromising our systems. And so we Be Refreshed with Self-Care, and we work on reducing the toxic load in our homes all around us. And then that top shelf we call Be Prepared for Anything. These are those ambulance moments, right? Where I've paid attention to my foundations, and sometimes I still have some head tension and I need to grab out my peppermint or my frankincense, and I need to apply that to help take care of that head tension. So we're going to teach you all 3 of those levels, but I want you to think about those triangles that I showed you at the very first. Remember, the natural triangle was kind of bottom heavy. The top was skinnier, so it was this way of a triangle. Imagine you put that triangle right over these shelves. The big portion was paying attention to the root cause. If you'll pay attention to those bottom shelf items, your root cause will be managed and taken care of. So just kind of a hint, just an indicator, it's a really great place to start so that we can have gas in our tank, so that we can get there to change our spark plugs, so that we can have long mileage. We can go for a long time and have a healthy, happy life. Okay, so this is the 10-minute clip that I want you to plug into. Leave all distractions behind, whatever's going on. Sometimes you might be sitting at a baseball game. Plug your earphones in and listen to this, or hit pause and in a few minutes, when you have some time, listen to this. So this is my friend Lauren Bush. She's going to teach us some science, a little bit of science behind why it's important to reduce the toxins around us. It's why we found a passion in teaching people about a cleaner, greener home.
Hello everyone, my name is Lauren Bush. I am married to my high school sweetheart, John Bush, and I am the mom of 9 amazing kids. In my pre-doTERRA life, I was a medical ICU nurse. About 95% of my patients were trached and ventilated, so you could kind of say respiratory care is my thing. And so while I know part of the invitation as to why I'm here today is because of my medical background, I actually want to start off with sharing information that I have learned because of my most precious title, which that is of mom. But don't worry, I will get right back and I will put my practitioner's hat back on, and then I'm going to tie this all up and I'm going to tell you how to take all of the amazing information that you learned today and apply it to your business. In fact, we're going to set fire to your business. When my daughter Chloe was 9 months old, she was diagnosed with a really scary respiratory issue. The thought process for me as a mom and a medical ICU nurse is that we get a diagnosis, we'd receive some medication, and we kind of go on with our way. The problem was that's not really how it went. The doctors couldn't figure out what was causing her attacks. They couldn't figure out why the medication wasn't working. They couldn't figure out what was going to happen if she stayed on the amount of medication that she was on for any prolonged period of time. And in fact, we actually got to a point where the doctor said, we don't know how to help. So I found this amazing quote that actually sums up our journey, which is, if you're unable to understand the cause of the problem, thank you, it is impossible to solve it. You see, at the beginning of our journey, I actually had a friend ask, are you open to trying essential oils? And unfortunately, my ego totally got in the way. I thought, you have no idea how sick my child is, and you have no idea how smart I am. I am a nurse. If there was something that was going to help my child, me or my colleagues would have already heard of it. And my ego got in the way for 3 years. 3 years of sleepless nights, 3 years of watching my daughter suffer, until we got to the point of complete and utter desperation. And then I opened up and I said, yes, I'm willing to try essential oils. And while our very first essential oil experience was enough to make me an instant believer, it was the lifestyle changes that came along with doTERRA that made the greatest impact on my daughter's health. You see, I'm a little bit ashamed to admit, but I had a very toxic routine in my house. So all of my crunchy mamas who are watching this right now, please try hard not to cringe too bad and know that I have learned so much. You see, my daily routine looked a little bit like this. Every single day, I'd come downstairs and I'd light a couple candles because ambiance. Then I'd go and I would check all of the plugins in my house and I'd see if they needed new cartridges. I'd then grab my bottle of Febreze and I sprayed every single soft surface in my house. A couple times a week, I'd put down carpet powder because even the carpet needed to smell good to me. When it came to laundry, I actually chose my laundry detergent based on how strong my clothes would smell when it came out of the wash versus how clean my clothes came out of the wash. In fact, that's how I chose my laundry detergent and my fabric softener and the Bounty bar that was in the dryer and the extra little smelly pellets that I poured into the washing machine. It was that bad, guys. But the piece that I thought I had figured out the greatest hack as a mom was when I went around and I changed my kids' sheets once a week, I would take a bottle of baby powder and I would sprinkle it all over the mattress, and then I'd put the clean sheets on, and then I'd pat the bed so a little powder came through because I love the way that my kids would smell when they woke up in the morning. I didn't know that what I was doing to make my house feel and smell like home was causing the problems that we were so desperately looking for solutions for. So let's really talk about the cause of disease. And there's two really big culprits that I want to focus on. One is nutritional deficiency. It's a big one. Second is chemical exposure. Some might argue that genetics play a big part in this, but I want you to think of genetics like this. What was your grandmother exposed to while she was pregnant with your mama? What was your mama exposed to while she was pregnant with you? And then what are you being exposed to now? Because all of those influences, all those chemical exposures influence our genetics. In your lifetime now, the things that you're exposed to, which Nicole just kind of touched base on, trigger things called epigenetics. We can turn certain genes on and we can turn certain genes off. So here are two amazing articles, and believe it or not, they were published 1 year apart. First one's from ABC News, and it says, oh, the average woman is exposed to about 168 chemicals on a daily basis. Huffington Post did the same article 1 year later. The average woman is now exposed to 515 synthetic chemicals. And what's more dramatic to me than the increase of chemical exposures, it's that last part of the title, without knowing. So what the heck is the problem? How do we not know what we're putting on our body? And this is the problem. As consumers, we think, oh, it's on the shelf, it's been tested, it has to be safe. No one would, right? That would be incorrect. In fact, if we looked at the cosmetic industry alone, which is something we place on our skin on the daily, right? There's over 10,000 chemicals that go into formulation. Now, there's some really amazing countries that have gotten together and they're looking at the chemicals and what they do, and they've banned about 1,400 of them. Unfortunately, the United States is not among them. The FDA has only banned 11. So now I want to put my practitioner's hat back on, and I want you to see what the health impacts are from these chemical exposures. So first, I have to address hormonal health. You know, I think this is that topic that we have the greatest awareness of, but definitely the least amount of respect for, because we write it off as a mood issue, which is why this e-card was so easy to find, right? I don't think you understand how these hormones work. You're gonna make me do something that'll end up on the news. Guys, our hormones control so much more than that, right? It's our growth, it's our development, it's our metabolism. Did you know type 2 diabetes is a hormone imbalance? Sexual function, reproduction. Most of us have probably also seen this picture of the cell right here in some of Dr. Hill's amazing presentations as he talked about the power of phytoestrogens. But I want you to focus on the little red dots, the xenoestrogens. And I want you to understand that xenoestrogens is really an umbrella term. It's all the chemicals that either mimic estrogen or have a major influence on our estrogen levels. We are wellness advocates. Are we really living up to that title if we only offer a solution to the problem, but we do not teach about how they are causing the problem that they need a solution to? This is affecting our unborn babies, causing birth defects. It's affecting our teens, causing a mental health epidemic. And yes, this is a men's health issue as well. Men, when you compare the data, a 50-year-old man today has the same testosterone level as a 70-year-old man in the 1950s. So you're not being spared. I know part of what I love is science and research. I could do it all day long. And I'm sure there's a big group of you that are like, yes, throw it at me. I could do 1,000 slides. Sounds good, right? And then there's the other half of you going, please don't do more science and research. So I summed it up all in one slide, and both groups are going to be happy. I want you to know that there are tens of thousands of research articles on exactly what the chemicals do to our body. Chemical exposure has been linked to rising rates in cancers, asthma, autism, anxiety, depression, infertility, birth defects, obesity, insulin resistance, and other health issues. Many of these chemicals have never been tested for safety. Plus, they accumulate in the body and they interact in potentially harmful ways. Our babies are being born with hundreds of chemicals already accumulated in the body, and they still face a lifetime of exposures. So how do we help? Well, first of all, you can't avoid them all. These chemicals are in our carpeting, our vinyl flooring, the coating on wires and cables, shower curtains, raincoats, plastic toys, your car steering wheel, the dashboard, the gear shift, your medical devices, and our food and water. Our bodies, like my son, are literally screaming for help. It has become vital that we eliminate as much as possible. Our home care and our personal care are completely under our control. Plus, doTERRA has us covered. We have amazing products that cover almost every aspect of our personal care and cleaning our homes. And if doTERRA doesn't have it, there are some amazing clean companies out there that might also have it, or learn to DIY. Now, I know there are some wellness advocates right now that just rolled their eyes when they heard DIY. So I'd like to remind you, I have 9 children, I homeschool, and I run a doTERRA business. I can do all my DIYs in about 3 ingredients or less, one of them being an essential oil, in an upcycled pickle jar. You have the time and you have the resources.
Okay, so what an incredible version right there, right? Lauren Bush is incredible and taught us about those xenoestrogens and what's going on around us. So that made so much sense to me, and I wanted to share it with you. Okay, so right now let's pause just a little bit because I want to know just a little bit about you. So in the chat, or actually if you're watching this later on, what you'll want to do is text the person that sent you this recording, and you want to just text them, give them obviously they'll have your phone number, give them your best email address, and answer these questions. The first one is, I'd like more information about how to get certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils. We're talking about doTERRA essential oils. So do you want more information on being able to know how to get them? Yes, no, or maybe. Check whichever one most applies to you. The second question is, I'd like more information about hosting my own oils class. You can host a class, and I'll show you here in just a second some really cool benefits to hosting your own class. And the third thing I want you to do, the third question is, I'd like more information about the doTERRA compensation and business opportunity. So whichever one most applies to you, text those questions or those answers to the person that sent you this recording. Now, here's our Hostess Program reward. So for those that host classes, we want to give you a keychain, a free essential oil keychain that you can see right there. It is a pretty cool thing. Every person, whether you're a mom or a grandpa or a son, no matter who you are, you want one of these. It's a way to take 8 of your favorite essential oils everywhere you go. And they're really awesome. I love having them because you never know when you're going to need them. Now, if you have 1 to 2 new guests at your class, we want to give you that keychain for free. If you bring more people than that, if you've got 3 to 4 guests, you get to choose one of the gifts from the right-hand side there. Whichever one you want will be yours. Some really cool things. You've got some deodorant, some hand sanitizer, a mud mask for your face. The breathe drops are really great. Instead of using cough drops, we use those to have good, healthy things in us. But some really good options, a few essential oils. I love my dryer balls, my wool dryer balls. So I've eliminated the toxins in my laundry too. Or chapstick, really great clean chapstick that is awesome on your lips. So lots of gifts to choose from. And the more guests you bring, the more prizes you get as a hostess. So who is super excited about that hostess program? All right. So let's talk about ways that you can get essential oils in your home, because I promised that was something that I would share with you. So here is our cleaner, greener life. We want to meet you where you are. So maybe you're like my friend Lauren Bush, who at the beginning had so many plugins and had so many candles and so many things going on around her. She just needed a simple place to start because she loved what was going on in her air. When she learned, she cleaned up her air. So that top option, the Aroma Essentials collection, is phenomenal for first step, cleaning up your air. There's some delightful essential oils in there that smell good, that lift your moods, that help protect you, that help balance you as well. So some really great options, and you get that really cool diffuser. Now to the right of it is called our Home Essentials. This would be a step if you're a little bit more interested in tackling your health rather than just the air around you, but let's talk about the body, right? That would be important to you. So you could start with the Home Essentials there. You also get a diffuser with that, and you get a little bit bigger size bottles. Over there on the other ones, those were 5 milliliters. With the Home Essentials, they are the bigger size 15 milliliter bottles of oil. And so you've got some great ones that also help clean up the air and have some great scent, but a little bit more focus on your health. Now down in that left hand corner is called Healthy Habits Kit. These were those bottom shelf items that I indicated on my medicine cabinet, right? The ones that we be healthy with daily habits. If you're like, okay, I want to start with extreme good health, and that made sense to me, that first we start with our health, and then second, we'll clean up the toxins around us. That would be a really great place for you to start. In there, you get multivitamin called Lifelong Vitality. It is a phenomenal product. It's gas in your tank. Some whole food nutrition that makes such a difference for so many people. It's typically the very first place when people come to me with any issues going on. It helps balance and helps take care of that 80% of what's going on. A good multivitamin is super essential, and doTERRA's Lifelong Vitality is the best out there. I've loved it, and I notice on the days that I don't take it, I can totally feel it. I'm like, what's going on with me today? Oh, I forgot to take my vitamins. And you've got some other great ones in there, like frankincense, which should be a daily habit for everyone, a probiotic, and a digestive enzyme, all great things to help you get your body in check right away. Now on the right-hand side on the bottom is called the Natural Solutions Kit. This is if you saw all 3 of those shelves and you're like, I'm all in. I want to change my air right now. I want to change my body right now. And I want to change all the things in my home right now. This is the option for you. This is the one that I started with. Love it. It's probably my favorite one. All are really great options. So we just want to meet you where you're at. But that Natural Solutions Kit has some options for every area of your body, your health, your home, your emotions. There's some really cool things there. It includes the vitamins over there and other things like mouthwash and hand wash that would be important to cleaning up toxins around you. So I want to take a look at this. doTERRA is so awesome to package these for us, so we save a lot of money. If you were to order these individually, you're going to spend a lot more money. And you'll notice that your savings is the very biggest with your Natural Solutions Kit. So look at your budget. Look at where you're at. If you want to start with your air, Aroma Essentials is a really great starting place. So identify where you're at. And if you need help with that, reach out to the person that sent you here, and they can help you see what option is best for you. So here's kind of a big picture of that Aroma Essentials Kit. This is taking care of inside of your home. A little bit bigger picture. The wholesale price is $149.50. You save $57.50 with that. Now here's a bigger view of the Healthy Habits Kit that we talked about. If you want that bottom shelf and you're like, I want to get my body in check right now, right away, this is the one that you want to select. This is the Home Essentials Kit that I had mentioned that comes with the bigger bottle of oils and the diffuser that still cleans up your air, but pays a little bit more attention to body functions. So you've got like Digest Zen that's great for digestion, some more body functions. Balance is really great for centering and grounding your emotions. And this is my favorite one, the Natural Solutions Kit right here, where you've got a good variety for all 3 levels of your medicine cabinet. All right, so we want to make it easy on you. Some of you are like, okay, I want to jump in. So those first 4 options that we showed you is your month 1, your first 30 days of your natural journey. Select one of those. The second month, we want to help you. And if you're kind of like me, where you're like, just tell me what I need to do and give me all the recipes that I need, here's what we've designed. This will what your cart will look like in month 2. You're going to add things for your kitchen and bathroom. And then in your 90 days, your 3rd month, you're going to select things that are going to be helpful to your laundry and your bedroom. These are just ideas. We'll make sure that you get this information by email as well, so that when month 2 comes up, you're like, what were those things that Heather shared with me? Here they are, and we'll share them all with you again. Now, you don't have to select these things. If you want to self-design the package for you, work with the person that sent you here, and they'll be able to help you find the things that are very best for you along this 90-day journey. All right, so there's 3 ways to get the oils in your home. The first way is retail. This is the most expensive way to do it. This is sometimes okay for one-time purchases. None of my friends ever purchase retail. The middle way is wholesale. This is what I call coupon clipping without actually having to clip the coupon, right? Wholesale price. This would be like having a Costco membership where you get to go experience the discounts all year with your membership. You get great products for lower prices. And with doTERRA, you get 25% below the retail, which is pretty dang cool. There's no Costco or membership place out there that offers me 25% below retail. So that's a phenomenal way to do it. The third way is my favorite way, and this is the way that thousands of people that I help purchase their essential oils, is below wholesale. We want to save more money, right? So this is where you start with a kit, one of those 4 options that we showed you. You get a free membership. That membership typically would cost $35, but they're going to waive that and you get that for free. You also get to purchase for 25% below retail pricing, and you get an option to participate in their free loyalty rewards program. If you're already going to be making purchases, they want to reward you and give you some rebates so that you can have some money in your account to cash in for free oils. Okay, so here's those 4 options again. I want you to choose what is best for you. So I want you to text the person who invited you or sent you this recording, and I want you to say, which option is better for you? You get to select. Now, if you have any questions or you're just not sure which one would be best for you, make sure you reach out to them and they will be able to help you pick the best one for you. All right, so the first 90 days of this journey may be focused on changing things in your home, habits in your home. You may start with habits in your health first. So wherever you start, after that 90-day journey, we're going to help you then make sure if you started in home, we're going to help you in your health. If you started in your health first, we're going to help you in your home so that all the way around, the toxins around you are reduced and hopefully eliminated so that you can have better health for you and your family. So here's what you can expect. You can expect when you join our Oily family and when you purchase your starter kit, you get a welcome packet. In that welcome packet is going to be some fun goodies. You're also going to receive a wellness consultation because nobody wants to be like me, where you got great information and then you set your oils on your shelf and you didn't use them for a really long time. That doesn't serve you. So we are here in this journey for you. We want to help you along the process. We're not trying to sell you essential oils to leave you high and dry. What we do here is we change lives. You need to use your oils, you need to know how to use them, and we're going to help you with that journey. We're going to give you lots of really cool recipes and ebooks to help clean up those toxins in your home and in your health. And you get to join our community. Our community is super awesome, super high energy, and we do some fun giveaways, more free stuff. Who doesn't want that? And you receive ongoing support. We are here with you for this journey. So there's 3 types of people that we serve. The first type of person comes and listens to these presentations and says, I want these oils right now because I want to change my family. I want to get a good, healthy option in my home. And these people we reward with free education and really cool recipes. The second group of people comes here and thinks, you've had thoughts of, oh my gosh, my mom needs to hear this, or my coworker Susie, she really needs to hear this and pay attention to this. And so these type of people we reward with free product. You eventually get your product paid for. And the third type of person is the person that says, I actually want to share this with other people. And sometimes you don't initially come into it with this. Over time, when you use your essential oils, some people will come to me and say, I really want to do this. I'm sharing this left and right with people. So teach me how I can actually receive some income by doing this. So this third group of people wants to either replace their income or supplement their income. So wherever you're at, we want to help you. So if you are number 2 or the number 3 type of person, reach out to the person that sent you here and let them know that you want a little bit more information about maybe looking at this as an opportunity to get your products paid for, getting some free healthcare is what I call it, or replacing or supplementing your income. So who wants one of the doTERRA keychains that I showed you? Reach out to the person that sent you here and let them know that you want to host a class because we want to send you home with some free oils. So we're so excited to start this cleaner journey with you. Cleaner, greener journey with you, that is. No matter where you start, whether it's in your home or your health or just all around life, we want to help you through this journey. So thank you for joining us tonight. Now, if you had interest beyond this, so right now, you just need to reach out to the person that sent you here. Let them know what option you want to start with, and they will start you on your journey. Now, if you are a type 2 or type 3 person that I talked about that is interested in sharing the oils with other people or replacing or supplementing your income, hang on in this video for just a few more minutes. If you don't have interest, you can stop it right now. Otherwise, hang with me for just a few more minutes. I'm going to teach you a few more cool things. So I want to teach you a little bit about the joy of sharing oils, why I do what I do, and why thousands of people are sharing oils in our Oily family. I do it. First, I did it mostly because I wanted some extra income. I mostly do it now because now the income is coming. I'm one of those that has been able to replace my income with it. And now my mission is to empower families with a book in a box, a little box of oils, and a reference guide. You can be a healer in your home. It's pretty powerful. You can take care of 80% of the things that come your way in your home. So why doTERRA and why now? Well, doTERRA is the largest essential oil company in the world. They are the most tested, most trusted oils on the market. They are used by hospitals and doctors worldwide. Yes, that's correct. Essential oils are being used by doctors and hospitals, and that is increasing significantly as time goes on. We are an ethically and sustainable sourced essential oil company. We care about where it comes from. We care about the people that live in those countries where these oils are sourced from, and we care how we leave them. We want to improve their communities. We want to pay them a fair wage. It's super important. So if you want a cause in your life, and I know a lot of millennials, this is super, super important to them. So if you're one of them watching this, you want a reason why you're out there serving the world. doTERRA has some really cool reasons why. Check into our Healing Hands program. doTERRA donates millions of dollars every year to sustaining the communities where we source our oils from. They build medical clinics, they build schools, they dig wells, so many cool things to be sustainable in those communities. We work directly with the farmers, no middleman. We want the farmers to get a fair wage, and we're open in 135 plus countries. It's pretty awesome. Our compensation plan is genius. I have been part of other network marketing companies where the compensation plans seemed great, but they weren't really all that awesome. So doTERRA loves to put the money in our hands. They don't keep it. They give us incentives in money so that we can go spend our money how we want it. We have extremely high retention rate of 65%, and that is true. When I first saw that number, I thought there's no way. That is ridiculous and overinflated. And as I have built my doTERRA business over the last 6 years, this number is true to fashion. Retention rate is 65%. That means that those of you that I help, or we help with essential oils, reorder month after month. It's a privately owned company, so nobody owns us. We aren't open to stock trading. We're not open to other investors changing how we do things. It's privately owned, debt-free company. Incredible. Can't find that very often out there. Now here's a picture of our team. This is, we're part of a really large team that has a really cool community. So I am in that crowd somewhere there, and a lot of our other team members are there. It's fun to look through this, but you get the opportunity to be a part of a really cool community that helps and serves one another, because we are all on the same mission to go empower lives, help people. Maybe your mission here in doTERRA is to, maybe you specialize in pets and you love animals and you want to go help other pet owners know that essential oils can even be used with animals. How cool. Maybe you want to stick to the health. Maybe you want to help birthing moms have a better experience. There's something in your life that can attach to the mission of doTERRA, and we want to help find that for you. So questions you may have: how much do I make? How much time is involved? And could this actually work for me? What's the next step? Well, we're going to teach you how to be really awesome at sampling, at teaching, at helping people get wholesale memberships, and then supporting them. We have really cool systems that function at a high level so that you can spend time doing what you love. And what I love is teaching. I do all those other parts because they're important, but I've got cool systems in place to help all of those work well. And I want to share the systems with you. So you ask, how much time is involved? What does that really look like? Well, if you want your oils paid for, you should dedicate between 3 to 10 hours a week. Not very much time. It goes by fast because we have fun when we work essential oils. Second is, I want to supplement my income. Maybe you want an extra $200 a month. Maybe you want $700 a month. Whatever that looks like for you, you want to dedicate between 10 to 20 hours. So if you're on the $200 a month, you're going to be looking more at the 10 hours. The higher you go, a little bit more time is going to be involved. And if you want to replace your income, you should dedicate between 20 to 30 hours working on your business. Now, I've become super effective. And if you work effectively with the systems that I help you with, lots of people do this in actually a little bit less than 20 hours a week. So super dedicated, we can get it done. So reach out to the person that sent you here. Let's help you with where you're at and what you want to accomplish. So could this work for me? Are you passionate about essential oils? Do you love people? And actually, that's not actually even a qualifier, because some days I'm an introvert and I don't really want to talk to a lot of people, but I'm on a mission. I have benefited so much from essential oils in my life that I can't imagine not sharing them with other moms, with other women, with other people out there that need options. There's people that are looking for options, and we can help them. You can help us help them. So can you follow a system and get things done? With my help, I bet you can. So it could work for you. So what's the next step? If you currently already have a wholesale account with doTERRA, you just need to upgrade to a wellness advocate. And that's a simple thing in your system that we can help you with. If you don't, your next step is to choose a kit. Reach out to the person that sent you here and let them know between those 4 options that we showed you, which one is best for you. And they'll answer any of the questions that you have. So get connected and come have so much fun with us. We love what we do in essential oils, and we would love to have you come join our team. We want to help you in that process. We also want to meet you where you're at. So if you're like, it doesn't sound realistic to replace my income, and I might not be looking for that, totally okay. What do you want? You want an extra $100, $200, $500 a month? We want to help you with that. So reach out to the person that sent you here, and they will get you all of the information that you need. Thanks so much for checking in.